Hello, 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 good people, and welcome to Happy Healthy Whole with Sharea. I am on week three, I believe this is, of oh my goodness, forgot the name of it. Choosing you or choosing yourself. I can't remember what I called it. I was so excited too last time. Choosing yourself without guilt is what we're calling this one. And so this is number three, which really talks to or speaks to rest. Um, we talked already about the guilt we might feel around self-care and just taking care of ourselves. We talked a little bit about, boundaries being a part of self-care and also being a part of our actual means to caring for ourselves. And today we're going to talk rest. And I think this is one of those ones where we talked a little bit how we see it really helps or hurts if we're going to do it in a way that honors our full self. So a lot of times, if we are talking about taking care of everyone, doing everything, a lot of that equates to also being very busy. And so when we look at rest, we look at it like downtime, meaning like it's lazy, it's doing nothing. And so, binge watching and watching a movie because you want to watch it, not because someone else wants you to watch it with them, or sitting and just doodling or coloring or doing whatever you may want to do to rest may feel like you're almost doing nothing. I do hear that a lot, like with clients where it's like, oh, I would rest a little bit more, but or I get sleep because I like this one. I get sleep, but I don't really get the point of any resting during the day because I'm not a napper. And I don't think that everyone has to nap. I don't think the issue is if you're only looking at rest like sleep. To me, rest is so much more than that. I think rest is like uh it's just giving yourself the ability to kind of focus on you. It's about resting your body, it's about resting your mind, it's about social rest, which is like sometimes I just need to be isolated or by myself. It's about mental rest, being able to just kind of take your mind off of something that's you're overly focused on, you're over anxious about. It's really about looking at it from multiple perspectives. It's about spiritual rest. It's about taking time to be with your God, with your spiritual self and how you identify your spiritual self. It's about taking that time and honoring it. It's about creative rest where it's like sometimes in order for me to really write, like so I'll go through these stages where I can write like four or five little I'm doing quick articles on Substack. I can write four or five of them and then I can't do it again for months. And so I give myself the rest. I honor if I got I would love to be able to say, oh, you're going to see something every Friday. The truth of the matter is that my writing isn't a job for me. It's what I really feel. If I got to feel something comes up, sometimes it's poetry, sometimes it's other things that have nothing. So I have to be in a restful, creative mode to be able to do it. And so rest, my point being is that rest is more than just sleep. So that's what I want you to ask yourself is where am I depleted? Am I depleted in my creativity? Am I depleted in my mental focus and the concentration abilities? Am I depleted in my relationship with God? Am I depleted in my social relationships where all I do is give, and I never rest myself from them, or I'm isolated and I need more social interaction, right? Ask yourself these questions so that you can determine what type of practicing rest you will need. What rest becomes your version of reboosting and restoring. Because when we deplete ourselves, we burn out. When we burn out, we are no good for others, even when we think we are, because we're resenting the help or helping others. We're resenting even having to do our jobs that we signed up for that honors who we are. Like we want to be good mothers, we want to be good wives, we want to be good partners, we want to be good companions and friends and all of the good all the things that we want to be good at. And sometimes that requires us to be honest and to know that we too need rest. And so today I want you to just think about how in this moment can I establish a resting routine? Does that mean incorporating an app? Does that mean in going to bed early or creating a restful routine? Does that mean like so sometimes I'll just lay on my mat and just kind of prepare myself even in rest before I even do any stretching, right? So asking yourself, what do you need to feel like I am not depleted? And that's going to be where I want you to start with your rest. Just one thing that you can do. Similar to last week, I'm only asking one at a time. Think of it as your permission to protect your mental emotional, spiritual, physical, creative self so that you are rested to be your best self. All right. So I'd love to hear how you are going to decide to rest. If it is going to be a sleep or a nap, tell me that. In other cases, it might just be a moment out on the beach, a moment where I'm just in my car alone for 10, 15 minutes before everyone comes at me, getting up 5 extra minutes before I start my day to be able to establish rest with my spiritual self in prayer, right? I would love to hear how you plan to create rest in your space. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful season. Take good care of yourselves and take care of each other. We are all dealing with the world that we're living in, and it kind of sucks. Not kind of, it does suck. And because of that, we do need to establish routines that honor even that rest, right? I never mentioned that one, but even do we need a social media rest? Stroll down and stroll off, right? Again, I want to help you continue to try to reclaim some joy in these moments of distressful times and just keep taking good care of yourselves and see you on the next side where we're talking. I just mentioned it, reclaiming joy. All right, be well.